Hello everybody and welcome to Feudalism and the Hierarchy of Japan with Mr. Weaver.
Mr. Weaver coming to you from Japan, I guess. I'm in Japan today, so that is awesome. So we're going to talk about two things that everybody wants to know about Japan. That they're very important. Okay, so these two things are number one, the hierarchy of Japan. The hierarchy of medieval Japan. Very important to know of. And number two is feudalism. Feudalism is very important to know, not just for Japan, but for a lot of European history too. So first off, let's start with feudalism. Feudalism is this economic and political policy in which landowners, so large landowners, give protection to the people living within their land for their services. So for example, if I, the great Mr. Weaver, have a lot of lands, I have millions of acres of land. Millions and millions of acres of land. And I want you guys to live on my land. You guys need to provide me with whatever I want. So you need to provide me with as much kale as I want. You need to grow me as many carrots as I want. You need to raise as many chickens as I want. You need to make more kale, of course, because kale's good. And all of that. And since you're going to make me all that kale, make me those carrots, and give me those chickens, I'm going to give you protection. I'm not going to let anything bad happen to you guys. If you guys provide me with your services, I will provide you with my protection as a landowner. So it goes down to land ownership and loyalty. Feudalism is all about land ownership and loyalty. So make sure you have that written down in your notes. Okay? It says feudalism. Write down the whole definition. It's actually going to be, I'm actually going to put it on here right now. So when you blink, pause the video, write down the definition, and we'll come back and talk about the hierarchy of Japan. Okay, got feudalism written down? Fantastic. Now we're going to start with the hierarchy of Japan. And we're going to start off from the top and work our way down to the bottom. So let's start from the top. The top is the emperor of Japan. Now, when you think emperor, you think powerful. But in Japan, he wasn't powerful. In fact, he had no real political power or authority. He was more like a figurehead. So, let's take Uncle Sam in the United States. Uncle Sam, he's not really a person, but he's a figurehead of the United States. When people think of the United States, they think of Uncle Sam. Does he have any political power? No. Does he have any political authority? No. He's a symbol for the United States, just like the emperor in Japan. He's more of a symbol, a figurehead of Japan. However, he is godlike. So in Japan, they think of the emperor as a god. So his title can't really be taken away from him because he is a god. But yet he has no power. So the person who has the power is the Shogun. And we're going to talk about him next. We'll be right back. Okay, so now let's go to the Shogun. The Shogun is really the guy who rules Japan. He is the military and political leader of Japan. He is the top dog. He controls everything. But why? Why does he control everything and the emperor doesn't? And if he controls everything, why doesn't he take the title of emperor? You guys ready for the answer? Fantastic. Okay, so why doesn't the Shogun take over the emperorship and say, I'm the emperor, yo, hear me roar? Because the emperor is considered a god. If the Shogun was to say, emperor, I don't want you to be emperor anymore, I'm going to be the emperor and I'm going to rule as the emperor, it wouldn't go over very well with the people. Since the emperor's a god, the Shogun's kind of saying, hey God, you're no good. I'm better than you, so let me take over what you're doing, and I'm just going to roll everything as you. That would not go over very well with the people. And so the Shogun never did that. Fun fact, it wasn't until after World War II that Japan stopped considering the emperor as a god. The United States actually made them say, listen guys, the emperor's not a god. Let's just start ruling a different way. So that didn't happen until after World War II. Fun fact. So, who is after the shogun? Take a minute, write down the definition for shogun, and we'll come back and I'll tell you. Next up, we have the daimyo. The daimyo is right under the shogun. The daimyo also are very powerful. This is where feudalism pops in. Shoguns actually give the daimyo some land, some place they call their own. Okay, so the daimyo owns land, and on their land they have, their peasants, their artisans, their merchants, all those people. They're on the daimyo's land, but the daimyo only get the land if they're loyal to the shogun. So if the daimyo says, "Hey shogun, I don't like you," guess what happens? The shogun gives them nothing. But if the daimyo respects the shogun, the daimyo follows the rules, the regulations of the shogun, then the shogun gives them land. So it's land for loyalty, feudalism. But some of the responsibilities of the daimyo are to collect taxes from the people on their land, maintain law and order, provide people to go off to war if necessary, and pretty much run the place. They're running this land. So we have emperor that doesn't have a lot of power. We have shogun, who's pretty much a supreme leader. And then we have the daimyo, the individuals who run different sects of the country. So it's kind of like we have a president, and under the president we have different governors in each state who run that part of the state. Kind of like the daimyo. They run specific parts of Japan. Take a minute, write down the definition, and we'll come back and we'll check out who the next one is. Okay, next up we have the samurai! And I'm going to continue to say samurai like this because I think it's fun. Anyway, the samurai are these people who, they're right under the daimyo, and they're the warriors of this land. They're the warriors. They're the people who go fight. And they, for their loyalty to the daimyo and to the shogun, they are provided with little lands. They're provided with a little bit of land, which they control. So they can have peasants, they can have merchants, they can have artisans, and they control that land. So the samurai are like the daimyo on a smaller scale. Just like the daimyo on a smaller scale. However, they do a lot of the fighting. They do a lot of the, warlike things that people in war do. They are the samurai! Take a minute, write down that definition, and we'll come back and talk to you about the last group of people in Japan. Okay guys, the final group of people we're going to talk about today in Japan are the peasants. The peasants make up 90% of Japan's population, and they are the working class. They farm, they are skilled craftsmen, they make pretty much whatever you need. But there are a lot of farmers, or they grow a lot of things, kale, yummy, yummy, yummy. But they grow all that kind of stuff. They're often mistreated and abused. They pay the highest taxes in all of Japan. However, if they work hard and they do what they're told, the samurai provide them with protection. The samurai provide them with protection and make sure that they're producing what they need to produce for them, their families, and for all of Japan. We're going to wrap everything up right now. So remember, the feudal hierarchy of Japan: emperor, shogun, daimyo, samurai, and last, peasants. Remember, the emperor has really no power, but the shogun has pretty much all of it. Remember the peasants, 90% of the population. They're the workers, they're the craftsmen, they're the ones who really contribute, everything to Japan's economy. Okay, but they're very small. They're very small in the food chain, and they're abused and mistreated all the time. Remember, feudalism is all about land ownership and loyalty. If you're loyal to the shogun, he will grant you land. He will give you land to develop, to grow things, to build things upon your land. Land ownership based on loyalty. Feudalism. You need to know that. Awesome? Good to go? Awesome. So, until next time, I am Mr. Weaver, signing off.